Alexa, play music. Alright, so I'm really coming up on the end of finally getting the flooring done on the ground floor of this building. I need to go back through my previous videos and actually label the ones where I've done a full tour of this map. When I take the time to go through it and see everything that's on it, it's, I don't know, I think it's pretty surprising to me. Just at how big it is. I know, that's what she said. Not to me. So, yeah. At some point I will do that again, but not until I at least have this ground floor taken care of on this building, because this thing is just massive. Oops. There we go. And to explain why I go down inside this deep hole to sleep, somewhere in the knowledge base that is the Minecraft wiki, I read that you aren't able to sleep if there is a mob within 10 blocks of you, or 10 meters. So I dug a really deep hole straight down into the ground and put a bed in the bottom of it, so that I know that I can sleep in at night, because, you know, don't mind at night. Ah, there we go. Alright, so one of the things that I decided when I started trying to do these larger builds was that I didn't want to end up having to go all over the place to hunt down the supplies I would need for the prospective build. So I would either, like in the instance of this one, before I actually got down to ground level and got it anywhere near this big, I set up a small building, I just called it a little cabin, right next to the build site, with a bed in it and workbenches immediately outside of it, because again, this being in survival mode, I do wear out my tools and I do have to replace them and get the supplies in order to make the tools. So in addition to that, I also need food for when I come face to face with a mob or anything else, fall off a mountain or whatever. So instead of going and hunting everything down, I just made myself a small plot here that gives well over 64 instances of whatever it is that I'm harvesting, and then I can just save the rest and I don't have to keep going out and getting it. So spend less time wasting going around looking for things. I guess I should probably make some dynamite here pretty soon. So yeah, just a little bit of a time savings thing. So always gotta have it. And stuff. The drawback to this, having all these workbenches, is you really have to keep your eyes open for creepers, because you don't want one exploding in the middle of all those very full chests and having to collect all the stuff and then build the trunks all over again. And then my stuff's pretty organized, and having to go back through and refill all those is time consuming. And like I've said repeatedly on this build, I really underestimated what kind of a time investment this was going to be. Oh, there's a creeper down there. If you go back and look at my channel, you'll see that on YouTube anyway, the first video was from November of 2018, I believe. And to put this into perspective, I actually started streaming this kind of stuff on our PS4 onto Twitch, but because I don't pay for Twitch, it didn't record or save any of those videos, which at the time I didn't really care. But once I started realizing how long this was going to take, I decided I might want to be able to look back on it, have some kind of a timeline. So that's why I switched over to doing the YouTube thing. And I don't honestly know how many videos I have for this build on YouTube right now. I have several on there. But the first one, like I say, was from November of last year, so I can honestly say that I'm coming up on a year of just this build alone. Not to mention the White House building that I finished before I even started on this. So, to be honest, I don't even know how old this map is. And it is pretty cool that instead of starting new maps every time, I'm just adding on to this one over and over again. The drawback being that if the hard drive crashes, I'm screwed, but you know, living life a quarter mile at a time. Oh, how nice would it be to actually be able to do flooring that way? I might consider trying it someday, if it were this easy. Oops. Alright, I think I might have actually finished the flooring in this place. Or at least the main portion of it. I'll probably do some design changes. Let's see. Takes a really long time to run from one side of this place to the other. Wow. Holy crap, I think I might have actually finished the initial setup of the first floor on this stupid build. Wow. That's a whole lot of area. So what this means at this point is I finally got the first floor at least laid out perimeter wise, so I know how big I'm looking at, and now I can actually start doing design stuff. Like I'm gonna make each one of these columns, which are spaced 50 feet apart, or 16 to 17 meters, I don't remember which. I'm going to make each one of those a granite column with torches going around it to hopefully spread some more light out and get rid of the dark spots where the mobs like to form, like that jerk over there. Yeah, well, that's pretty crazy. I finally got this done. Well, this floor done. Now you can see up here, there's still some areas that need to be removed as I build the next story. But I think I may spend some time doing some just fun design stuff down here. Like, I'm going to put in a roller coaster using mine carts. Initially, I had thought I was going to do it over here in this corner, but now seeing this, I can't do that because this, I want to say there's a lava field down here, which I want to hang on to, because I'm going to put in a nether portal around here somewhere. Maybe I'll just put the nether portal over here. So I guess I'll put the mine cart roller coaster. Yeah, what the hell. Got my water slash beach area over here. That's the pool from underneath. So yeah, maybe I'll put the roller coaster in over here. I want to say that's the front of the building. Let's see, so those are the trees. No, that's the front of the building, so this would be the back corner of it. Where the mountain the last portion of the mountain used to be. In fact, there should be water up there, floating in space. Coming up on time to go to sleep. Alexa, skip. Oops. think I want to put a really grand staircase to go from the first to the second floor. But it's going to take up a lot of space, and around the center portion here I don't really have a lot of extra space. So that's going to take some planning. Running out of daylight. Alright, somebody's knocking at the door. Hang on a second.